Hello viewers, welcome back. I've waved for some reason, like you're going to wave back. Welcome to an episode of the Arsenal Playthrough with me, .SpenGFM. Today, we are Arsenal manager once again. Somewhat surprising considering last season. Things have been a little bit better recently. We had a 1-1 with Tottenham after Danny Rose decided to just sabotage everything. But then we followed that with a 5-0 win over Sheffield Wednesday. They're not very good. That's the long and short of it. And yeah, we won it pretty comfortably. Ozil, Iwobi, Mahrez and Lacazette getting on the score sheet. 22 shots to their 8. They had one shot on target. Didn't even score it. Then it was a 3-2. Played the first leg of the game against Sunderland. Not going to lie, they're in the Championship. I thought, we'll play the first leg, play the second leg for you now. They made it more difficult than I anticipated. A 3-2 win. So going into the next game, there is everything to play for. But luckily, we got ourselves the win. It was only really down to the fact that Perisic scored quite late. Well, I say late really, on the hour mark, 63 minutes, and got us the win in that game. Mahrez scored very early. And Mahrez has been a man in form and followed that form up in a 3-0 win over Derby again. Pretty routine. You can look at the stats there. You can see what happened. They had a man sent off. Again, pretty routine. Iwobi with 2 on the second minute, sorry. And then Mahrez with 2. 18 shots to their 2. One on target for them. Again, didn't even score. If you're going to have a shot on target, at least score it. Like, embarrassing. So today, 2 things that we're going to do. First things first, we're going to get this game against Sunderland. The second leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, the League Cup, for those that know it more familiarly. And depending on time, it's either going to be transfer stuff or Southampton stuff. So, first things first, though, let's show you our new signing. And I say, hey! What a wonderful kind of day where you can learn to work and play and get along with each other. That's right, we're signing a player called Arthur. Now, if you've played Football Manager this year, you may well have seen Arthur. He's at Gremio when the game begins, and he's signing for me right now. He's really good. 90. I've not seen a 90 score so high at 90, but yeah, really, really good. Even in our team, will be better than everybody. A lot of people are saying sign a central midfielder, so we are doing. Hopefully, by the end of this episode, he will have signed for us today. So let's get into this game against Sunderland. Then it's 3-2 with a chance to get to the final of the Carabao Cup. And who doesn't want to be there, viewers? Who doesn't want to be there? Most people with other plans, probably. Aaron Ramsey is injured for this one, so Sedi is going to come back into the side. We're playing a little bit of a different team, really. Just trying things out, mixing things up. It's interesting. Gay does quite a good job as the deep line playmaker. You wouldn't expect it. There's probably better options, Jack Wilshere, but for whatever reason, maybe it's because of his athleticism, he just does a really good job in there. And because he plays defensively as well, then he focuses on winning the ball back. As I say, Mahrez has been superb this year. We do have a choice. Do we go with Iwobi, who obviously scored in that last game, as you just saw, or Perisic? Eden Hazard's still out injured and will be for a few more weeks yet. We'll probably miss the first Europa League game as well, which is a bit annoying. We're going to stick with Iwobi. We're going to see how he does. So far, he's been playing well for us, a 7.75. So why change a winning formula, Ben? That's right, because this is definitely going to go well. But no, form's good, and yeah, even though it was a close game against Sunderland, we did beat them 3-2, so we'll see how we get on. There, of course, just to remind you, James Vaughan's up front. I mean, if we're losing to a team with James Vaughan up front, we shouldn't be playing at all. They are 5th, though, in the Championship currently. They've got a game in hand on some of their rivals, so they could go back to 2nd, theoretically. But regardless of that, let's see. Can we beat them at the Emirates? It's a home game. You would expect so. And if we can't beat them, then, frankly, viewers, we don't deserve to be in the final. So, well, mainly because that's the rules. I've just been thinking in my own head. So, as we kick things off here, that for me is one of the best views, where you get to see the grass. That's all it is. That's all I enjoy about it. The reason the camera's moved, and I don't know where the camera's going to be this time tomorrow, viewers, because I'm getting some new monitors for the setup. Do people want to see a setup video? I get a lot of requests of, yes, let's see a setup video. If you'd like to see a setup video, one of 2 ways to request that. Either leave a comment saying setup video in sort of an angry manner, or just like the video, and that'll be a good representation of you've agreed with what I've just said here. So there, that 2 things. Choose one of those, whichever's easiest. As Vaughan goes through, as I was saying earlier, he's a fantastic striker with lots of ability. But no, it's a corner. Get ready to game, that says behind there. My good Carabao, follow them on Twitter. Maybe tell them I sent them. I sent you even. Oh dear, I didn't send them to their own Twitter account. I didn't send them anywhere. No, first class stamp would have been required, and I didn't have a. We've got a throw in. Bellerin. Ozil's on it now, as it's taken off him pretty comfortably. And now Callum McManaman. There's a long way for them to work this out, but it goes out to Watmore on that side. And they've got a runner through the middle if they want to try and pull out one of the best through balls of all time. But actually, they're working it quite nicely as it goes forward. Van Dijk intercepts, though. And now Iwobi with a chance to move. Mesut Ozil involved, but not his greatest work, I have to say. And so far, Sunderland doing quite a good job of stifling the Arsenal attack. There's Danny Rose, Agent Rose, who's still working for Tottenham, so I don't know how he'll get on in this particular game as the challenge comes in. And actually, I'm starting to think, and I could be absolutely wrong. If I'm wrong on this, then I apologise profusely. Did he play for Sunderland at one point? He did. We're in trouble. We are bang in trouble. Agent Rose, as we know, is a danger. As Vaughan goes through here, Vaughan with a shot on goal. So far, it's all Sunderland. I shouldn't laugh there, that's insulting. I am surprised though, so there you go. Right, corner, played into Gay, played across to Ozil, who's just, he's done that with some ruggedness, I would say. It's 1-0 then, assist by Gay. We'll look at it again, it was from the corner, so he plays it short into the feet of Gay, who lays it off to Ozil, who just, it's hit violently, that's the word I'll use. I was going to go with viciously, but I went with violently. They do similar things. Anyway, we're back with Sunderland, who, as I said, caused me problems in that first leg. Looked like they might be causing me some more problems here. But then again, they've got James Vaughan up front, who I did say earlier isn't very good at all. Riyad Mahrez plays it across to Seri, and we're working something here. Although Ozil's got to pick out quite the pass, and does. Iwobi passes man. Iwobi across to Lacazette, who's hit the bar, I think. Yes, and cleared. So far, it feels like it's been quite an open game, but that's good for us. I think the more open the game is, the better chance we have as we force another corner. Iwobi with a shot on goal. We'll stay with this because it could be a good chance. As who's going to swing this in? I think it'll be Seri. It is Seri. As he plays it towards that near post, and as we're saying, great corner. Danny Rose, is he going to shoot from there? He's just smashed it in without any thought at all. As he, goodness gracious me. Some more possession for us here as Riyad Mahrez has got it. Goes all the way back to Koscielny. And there's a good ball retention from the Arsenal boys. As Seri drives his way forward, plays it across to... Well, I'm looking. I can't see anyone on our team. As maybe a counter-attacker, James Vaughan. The lethal James Vaughan, but Van Dijk with a world-class challenge. I mean, as I said earlier, when you're playing against James Vaughan, you've got to be at your very best. James Vaughan's through. It's up all over the top. James Vaughan, and he's a world-class striker, as I said earlier. And that's 1-1. Disappointing. I don't know, how was that happened? We're playing a relatively high line, but that helps with the press. Danny Rose gives the ball away, plays it to Lee Catamol, who just launches it over the top, and there's James Vaughan, the fantastic James Vaughan. It's now a free kick to Sunderland. They play it to the edge of the box. Duncan Watmore on it, and it's tackled. And, well, could a counter-attack spring here? You can see us bursting to get forward. We do play very attacking. It's suddenly a 5-on-2 as Lacazette plays it across to Riyad Mahrez, who's in on goal. Riyad Mahrez with the finish, 2-1. And that's his fourth goal, I think, in 4 games. The man is in fine form. Do you know what? It might even be better than that. What is his form like? Let's take a quick look here. Look at the amount of goals he's been scoring. Add that one to the tally chart. You can see the breakaway here. Sunderland are racing to get back, but look at us. Look how many of us even there are going forward. Into Riyad Mahrez. His first touch is fantastic. The finish ain't bad either. And we could well be going to the Carabao Cup final. As finalists, not as... I've not got some tickets to give away. I'm just saying we are going there. Riyad Mahrez with some of the greatest dribbling you'll see from a footballer. I'm dribbling it here. Oh, I've lost it. Well, I'll run over here. Iwobi into Lacazette on the edge of the box. Into Riyad Mahrez again. The boy can't stop scoring. He's been a fantastic signing for this team. We were playing with that attacking inside forward, and obviously he was linked with Arsenal lots before, so I thought, well, clearly Arsene Wenger knows what he wants. But yeah, we've got him in, and he's really had a superb season. We should really look at his stats after this, or his attributes, his stats, to see how well he's done this year. Mahrez through again. Doesn't matter what foot it is. The goalkeeper's flummoxed, and that's the first time I've said flummoxed in a video, I think. An underused word, flummoxed. We can't sleep on this, though. James Vaughan, as we've mentioned before, is poor, actually. Not a very good player. That goal earlier, fluke. We have been scoring a lot of goals recently, and with 3 minutes left of injury time at this end of the first half, we may have another one on our hands as, well, no, actually, Oviedo steps in, but it's not a very good pass forward, and Bellerin now gets to start another Arsenal move. Seri into Mesut Ozil, back to Seri, and that's not the best work. James Vaughan's on it, though, so let's not expect anything too good, as he does a cheeky little hit back heel thing there. That was actually better than anyone expected, and then Dong, well, and don't, maybe, because he's... Never mind. There's 45 seconds left at the end of this half as the ball's launched forward. Now it's Van Dijk versus James Vaughan. There's only one winner. Wouldn't like to say who, because that might be rude. Ozil with a ball out to that left-hand side, and Iwobi and Danny Rose could maybe work together here. No. Oh, there we are. Danny Rose now. Ball on it. Where's it going to go? Into the middle. Lacazette with a flying volley. Oh, that was magical. It was almost a Canio-esque in the rhythm and the motion. He does a little cartwheel in that far corner as well. 4-1. I mean, 7-3 on aggregate so far. Let's take a look at this from the reverse angle. This sort of scissor kick from Lacazette is to be admired. I'll tell you what, we're only bringing you one game today. My goodness gracious, it's been a cracker. Danny Rose with an assist, and actually an assist in our favour, which is the biggest shock of all, really. Thank you to Danny Rose there for turning up. Right, so far so good. 14 shots in one half for us. That ain't too bad at all. As I say, we are very attacking. We've got a very good team. I've seen a few comments going, you've got to be more defensive, Ben. You've got to be more solid at the back. No, goals galore. Clean sheets are boring. So thank you to James Vaughan, who, did I mention he's playing? Lacazette's injured. If only we had a striker that was the quality of James Vaughan, Dembele to come in. I guess we'll have to settle for Moussa Dembele. What will he be able to achieve? Seri, free kick played in to the head of Ozil. Well, I mean, not a Ozil type finish, you've got to say, but a fantastic header. We're all doing bicycle kicks. That's not a bicycle kick, Ben. Know your gymnastics. Know your gymnastics. Is that a t-shirt for the future? Know your gymnastics. It was a cartwheel, everyone. For anyone that's doing scissor, I don't even know what I said beforehand. Bicycle kicks, did I describe well, it was like the wheel of a bicycle, so I think, if anything, that's fair enough, as it's headed clear, and I think James Vaughan might have been taken off. Oh, well, it's game over, essentially, isn't it? Gooch is through. Now, we know James Vaughan would score from here. Well, that's what you get. If you make the wrong substitutions, then Sunderland fans will be furious about that, I imagine. It's a corner. Well done, Petr. Do you know people that annoy me in this world? People that call Petr Cech Peter Cech. Peter Cech. Great save by Petr Cech, because that's his name. Peter Cech. You wouldn't get just gay being called Guay, would you? Ah, you would. I do that regularly. It's a penalty, by the way. We're just doing we're just learning about language. But yeah, it's a penalty kick. Is it going to be Mahrez to take? Mahrez with a hat trick, and I think this is his 29th goal in 4 games. So we'll see if he pops this in to make it 6-1, 9-3 on aggregate. Riyad Mahrez does the job. Lovely old job as well. And after 75 minutes, his 18th goal of the season. I'm gonna. Well done, Riyad. It's not a landmark, but well done, Riyad Mahrez. Look at that. Great penalty. Great penalty, Riyad. Even though you were a bit moody in that video you did with Spencer once, I enjoyed that from you. That was good. If you've not seen that video, by the way, Riyad Mahrez couldn't look less bothered about that interview. It's a shame. It's like, Riyad, so you've had a good season. Can you tell us a bit about it? We played well. Thanks, Riyad. Thanks for that. That's what he was getting. I won't link it down below for Riyad's sake, but heavens above. Right, we're forward again here. Very attacking. Bellerin is pushed up on that side. Looked like he went offside, actually, but no. Across the middle. Dembele falls to them and they clear it. This game is done, viewers. It's been lots of highlights, lots of chat today. Too much chat, probably. But you can see from the latest live updates, we've scored lots. It's a free kick for them, unless it counts for 5 goals. Oh wait, is that James Vaughan? He's still here. We thought James Vaughan had gone. How wrong were we? Well, there we are. As it goes out of play, it's Arsenal 6, James Vaughan 1, and we make it to the Carabao Cup final somewhat convincingly. Right, passionately say, well done. You've done a good job to overcome James Vaughan there, who I did say at the start of the video is rubbish. So there you are. I mean, there's time in the window, and I could do with an extra striker if Lacazette's injured. Oh, bloody hell, he is injured. 5 to 7 weeks. We'll send him off to the specialist. We should have got enough strikers to deal with this, really. If we look at the reality of the situation, we have Dembele. Beyond Dembele, though, we are short up front. So, I mean, how much would he cost? James Vaughan. He's experienced. How much does Sunderland want for James Vaughan? He's got 5 in 13. 1.1 million. Oh, they've accepted it immediately. Look, he's not a bad option off the bench. Right, then let's get on with some transfer business. We've got, hey, it's a wonderful kind of day. We've got Arthur coming in. I used to love Arthur, to be fair. And there's Vaughan. 30 grand a week. 30 grand a week. For the chance to be the next Danny Graham, is it worth 30 grand a week? I mean, we'll do a poll, viewers. Would you sign James Vaughan? Yes or no? It's in the top corner of the video, top right. Let me know. I am going to. I mean, look. I'll make the decision that if he wants 20,000, that's a deal. 27, right? 25, and we're not negotiating anymore. Okay. Well, would you have done this? Post editing Ben. Not seen you for a while. Hope the family's well. Of course you wouldn't have done this. Why? What question? Would you have done this? Why are we even doing this poll? Would you have signed James Vaughan? 2-year deal was that? Oh. And anyone criticising it, he scored goals in the Premier League. He scored goals, 7 in total. 7 Premier League goals. So, how many of you scored watching this video? Exactly. We're going to play Leeds in the final, which is quite nice. Leeds United are in the Premier League. They're bottom of the league pretty comfortably. Really, they shouldn't be here, but look, it's happened now. Right, let's get through some transfer business then. Lacazette's also now going to miss the Europa games, much like Eden Hazard. And are we going to make any last-minute deals? We're already bringing in, hey, it's a wonderful... That will get boring. I feel like this video has just been... I don't know what it's been. Right, shall we take part in deadline day, is the question. We won't take part because, in reality, even if you hit decline, and you'll know this if you've played the game, you still have to take part. I don't know if it means like, oh, we'll ask you loads of questions. Right, as long as we get Arthur in, everything's going to be just fine. Well, this isn't Arthur. This is, this is James Vaughan. It's not the highest. Where does he fit in? He's better than Akpom up front. High work rate, enjoys big matches. Right, come on, James. In you come. So is he injured? He's got a bruised shin. That was our fault. We're going to basically give him the medical treatment to fix the injury that he had because of us. And there he is then. Well, the fans are very disappointed with the signing of James Vaughan, as they simply don't think the player's good enough. Did they not say he scored against us last game? Look, it's not a problem. James Vaughan. Right, well, we'll see if anything else develops. There's been lots of bits for Perisic. Here we go. He's been granted a work permit. Arthur, I will say, folks, this is a massive deal. 23 million to be taken from the budget. 170 grand a week. But I think we can all agree he is superb, and I'm very excited to bring him in. I think he'll be a really good player for us this season and next year as well. He's got the yearly wage rise in there, which is probably going to come out to haunt me at some point. It'll be on about £900,000 a week come year 4, but that's fine because I won't be manager then. Right, will anyone come in for a late bid? Alternatively, should I be trying to test the waters? There's a bevy of players interested in signing for Arsenal Football Club. A sentence I never thought I'd say. Right, there we are then. The deal has been finalised. We'll get him on a language course so we can understand what's going on. He's injured. How long is he injured for? What the? Okay, flu. Well, it's probably from the travelling. Sorry, can we just look at that again there? Were they showing his testicles? What's that ball there? What's that circle? What's that circle there? How is that flu? Oh, he's receiving treatment. He's got a recurring pulled groin. Oh, that's his recurring injury. I just wondered why there was a little... Well, Football Manager is detailed this year. Arthur has only got one ball. I don't know what's going on. God, transfer deadline day's a drag, innit? It's like watching Sky Sports News. It goes on for ages. If only I had a presenter, which we would make this a little bit more exciting. I'll ring him. I'll see what he's been doing.
Ben Sports News, how can I help?
All right.
Dr. Benji FM.
Yeah, it's me.
Did you mean to ring me?
Yes.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yeah.
Am I back? Am I doing the transfer news?
Well, no.
Alright, we'll see you then.
Okay, no, but I've got a series coming up, Thames FC.
Yeah.
We're running a news team in that programme, so do you want to come along? And
Right, I'm heading up the news team.
Well, not exactly.
Well, what exactly?
Look, you turn up, I'll give you the dates, I'll text you, and you just come along, and we'll see if we can get you involved. How's that?
Right, well, I'll present the news.
Alright, great.
Good.
Good.
I'll see you then.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Ben Sports News there. Follow him on Twitter. He needs to stay relevant. No wonder Jim White does like 3 hours of this. Like, what's going on? Let's do a snappy episode. 1 game, 7 goals, and then let's do some transfer stuff. All bloody day. Oh, it's over, is it? Transfers that are cancelled. Adelaide's not leaving because I didn't want to sell him. But there we are then. That brings us to the end of the transfer window. Kurzweil, of course, came in. You might remember. He's now our backup choice after letting Klassenat go. And everything else I think is pretty good. We've got Arthur, who, yes, is injured right now, but he's got the flu and that issue. So there we are then. If you've enjoyed today's video, do drop a like. If you want to see the setup video as well, remember. And do the poll on James Vaughan. Good signing, bad signing. I'll let you be the judges of that. He's not as bad as you thought, is he? Let's face it. And that brings us to the end then. With love, with care, folks. From me, does mention. Until next time, I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye. And it's sort of a salute. It's half a... There we go. It's sort of a wave. I don't know what it is.